Okay guys, today we are discussing about color, which is a element of design and it's the second unit of BHMCT 5th sem. So first topic in this unit is color, and now see, like, it's an element of design or a tool. Okay, just like a carpenter has hammer and saw, the designer has few elements. We already discussed about elements of arts and design in the previous video or previous class. So color is a property of light. A color spectrum is produced by a beam of light as it passes through a prism. Okay, although the number of colors are unlimited, more than 10 million have been identified and several hundred have been reproduced by scientists. So if you see here, the major colors are being originated from the light when it passes through a prism. So when a light wave is passing from a prism, you will get a beam of light which has various colors, and each color can be used to regenerate some n number of different colors. So let's go to the other slide where how the colors are been originated, what are the primary colors, secondary colors. Okay, so today we are discussing about Planck's system or Planck's color wheel, where the color wheel system is based on three primary colors. They are red, yellow and blue. Okay, the three primary colors are red, yellow and blue. If you mix red with yellow, you can get various other colors called yellow orange, orange red orange, and if you mix yellow with blue, you get green, dark green, light green, bluish green. Okay, so the original colors are called hue. What are the original colors now? Red is the original color, it's called hue. Okay, yellow is the original color, it's called hue. Blue is the original color, it's called hue. Any original color is called hue. So we already discussed prior, if you add white to the color, then it's called tint. If you add black to the color, then it's called shade. So the original color, what you are been which has been mixed with white or black is called hue. Okay, so in this Planck wheel, who all developed this is like David Brewster has been developed the Brewster system. It was been also called as Planck's color wheel. Okay, now we see what is primary color, what is secondary color, what is tertiary color. As I said before, primary colors are colors which are not been reproduced or formed by mixing man-madely. Okay, these three colors are naturally existing, which cannot be formed or made by using any synthetic or man-made forms. So these are naturally produced colors. These pigments are being formed biological sources. So that's the reason it's called primary colors. Okay, primary colors which are not been made by using any other colors. With primary colors you can make n different of other colors. Okay, let's see what are the different colors which are been made by using these primary colors. So if you see, the secondary colors are violet, it's violet, it's not purple. Okay, violet, green and yellow. Yellow plus orange is red, blue plus yellow is green, red plus blue is violet. Okay, by mixing one in two individual primary colors, 1 plus 1 means one primary color with another primary color, you can originate a secondary color. Okay, secondary color, why it is called secondary? Because but the mixture of two primary colors is giving a output, and it is a second form of color which can originated by only using two primary colors. That's the reason it's called secondary color. So secondary colors are basically three. They are violet, green and orange. Okay, so and we had other colors, they are neutral colors. Okay, and we had tertiary color cycle, that is the third stage of colors. By mixing one secondary color with one primary color, we will get a tertiary color. Example, by mixing green and yellow, you will get yellowish green. So the green is an secondary color, yellow is an primary color. By mixing these both colors, you will get a tertiary color. In the same way, the mixture of other cycles, other colors in a wheel will form you the tertiary colors. Example, these are the colors of tertiary. They are nothing but yellow green, green, blue violet, red violet, orange, yellow and orange, red, blue. Okay, so the tertiary colors would be like two tertiary colors will be originated from each pattern. So if you see, the tertiary colors are also referred to the intermediary colors. Okay, tertiary colors are made by mixing two primary with secondary, one primary with secondary color. Primary color is always listed first. For example, the primary color is yellow is mixed with the secondary color named green, then the new tertiary color is called as yellow green. In the same way, in the same pattern, the tertiary colors which are been mixing by blue and green is called blue green. Red and blue is called red blue. Red and orange is called red orange. Okay, so after this color cycle you have, or color wheel, you have a neutral color. So until now we have discussed about colors, but white and black are also colors which are naturally existing. So what are those colors called? So these colors are called as neutral colors, where neutral colors includes black, white, brown, and all the tints and shades of black and white and brown. So if you see the colors of gold, chrome, ash, gray, cement, these are all neutral colors, because black color is absence of light, white color is absence of color. So these are neutral colors, there is no color in it. But black will show the absence of light in the color, white will show the absence of color in the color. So if you add tint, if you add white, it's called tint. If you add black, it's called shade. So light shade is decreasing, that's the reason it's called as shade. Okay, the neutral colors are various categories. Example is slate, brick, marble. Okay, these are all neutral colors. And if you go to metallics, brass, paper, gold, chrome, etc., these are all neutral colors. Even glass fall into neutral color. Okay, so next we have various other things to understand, that is intensity of colors. Intensity of colors is intensity of the brightness or dullness, how intense the color is. So if you take white and black, then it's called value. We already discussed about it in the elements of arts and design. So now if you take two colors, two opposite colors, they are called contemporary colors. The contemporary colors have saturation value and desaturation value, less saturated and high saturated. So this saturation is called intensity of colors. Okay, so if you observe the scale below, you can find the saturation of a color. If the color is fully saturated, then it's a hue. Okay, if the color is mixed, then it is gray, browns. Okay, that result is called less saturated. And if other color is completely saturated. Next thing is value of colors. So we already discussed the value of colors. Example is, if you add white to the color, then it becomes tint. So adding from white to black, so from the lightest part to the darkest part of a color scale is called value. So it's very simple to understand. If you are going from a light to dark, how the colors will be changing, that is the value of a color. So
if you see, value is a lightness or a darkness of a color. To combine a hue with black is called shade. To combine a hue with a white is called tint. The combination of hue with black and white is called tone. So the scale in between is called tone. Okay. Next, remember the colors appear darker when placed in rough texture. Okay, the paint appears darker when it dries on the wall. Artificial incandescent and fluorescent lighting changes the appearance of same color. So this is a point to be remembered while you are choosing a color. So it is also affected by the lighting of a room. Okay, next is color schemes. I already discussed. There are certain group of colors that work together very well. Interiors, they must be referred to as color schemes or color harmonies. So the topic is color harmony, guys. So color schemes or color harmonies can include hues of any value. It includes tint, it includes shade, it includes tone or intensity of that particular hue and any neutral colors. So try to understand this sentence where color schemes can include any colors, means hues, original colors, and any value of the color. So we already discussed what is value. The lightest part means white to the darkest part means black. The color shade, color tints in between this white to black is called value. So in color scheme, if you are selecting any color, so you can use that particular values because you are using that particular hue, and it includes intensity of color. We already discussed the intensity of the color. If you are taking intensity of a color, means if you are taking two complementary colors, then the intensity of the color will be different. So as per according to the colors you choose, the intensity will be changed. So make sure when you are using color schemes to select the color that your client likes. So interior designing is mostly to create a beautiful, expressive and functionable area or a design. So you always go ahead with client preference. So whatever client requires, that you need to go ahead. Okay, color schemes of adjoining room may need to be coordinated. Means if you are designing a room which is next to the other room, then the color scheme should be coordinative. It doesn't mean that you designed one room with complete calm and you designed the other room with completely fizzy nature or disturbing nature. Then it's a different designing. So whatever you are designing, a room or a area, it should have some coordination between each other. So let's get into the color schemes. So color schemes, we had various forms of color schemes like we discussed now. One is monochromatic. Monochromatic means using only one single color. Okay, in the color wheel we had various colors, so using only one part of it, means only one color of this is called monochromatic. We had around 12 colors in the color wheel. You can choose any one particular color and value of it, intense scale of it, shades, tint and other things is called monochromatic color scheme. Only one color with different values, different intensity, different shades, different tints is called monochromatic color scheme. So if you observe, the picture shows monochromatic color scheme. Okay, the color scheme using 3 or more colors is which are next to each other. As we know, we had 12 parts in color wheel and you are designing a room by using continuously 3 or 4 colors in a color wheel. Example is yellow to blue. Yellow you had a yellow green, green and blue green. So these colors, if you are using and if you are designing a room, then it is called analogous color scheme. So even in this you can use value scale, intense scale, tint, shade, tone and other things. Even neutral colors were also been used. So this color scheme is called analogous color scheme. And complementary color scheme is the next scheme where I already said you what is complementary color scheme. Choosing two opposite colors of a color wheel is called complementary color scheme. Even in this you can go ahead with other things same as other schemes, like you can use the tint, you can use the tone, you can use the shade, you can use the value of a scale, you can use the intensity of a color. So everything are being used in this complementary color scheme. So next is double complementary color scheme. So one opposite colors means if you are choosing red and green, that is one color. If you are choosing yellow and violet, that is other complementary colors. So using both complementary colors means using two sets of opposite colors, you are using two sets of complementary colors is called double complementary color scheme. Even this scheme also were being used by using all the other shades, tints, values and intensity of the colors. Please remember these topics: value of the color, intensity of a color, tone, tint, shade, and everything is used in each and every scheme. Okay, next color scheme is, so if you observe, I am also presenting the pictures of that particular color scheme. Kindly notice that art before you understand the topic. Next is split complementary color scheme. Split complementary color scheme is choosing a color either complementing of its color scheme along with double complementary or more difficult to achieve the tasteful fashion. So as per the split complementary, you are been selecting first part of the color which is complement to each other, and you will take the right and left part of that complementary color. So first part, if you are taking red, green will be the complementary color, but in split complementary you will choose red color and opposite to that you have green, but you will not select green in split complementary. You will choose the left part and right part of that particular green color, means you will choose yellow green and you will choose blue green as a split complementary color scheme. So it may be chosen as per various reasons and various things which can be designed as per guest preference. Okay, now the next color scheme is triad color scheme. So triad color scheme is a scheme where you need to choose the colors in a triangular form. So red, yellow, blue is a triangular form. If you go ahead with other, green, violet and orange is a triangular form. So blue, orange, red, violet and yellow, orange is a triangular form. So if you go ahead with these triangular formation color scheme, then it is called triad color scheme. And one thing to remember is the color which you choose, the next color should have equal distance, and the second color and the third color should have equal distance in a color wheel. So if you choose yellow, if you choose blue, if you choose red, we had three portions in between, means three colors in between, because that's a equal distance. So whatever color you choose, it should have common distance in the color wheel. That's the thing. That scheme is called triad color scheme. So next scheme is neutral color scheme. So neutrals, we already discussed for prior. Neutral colors are those white, black, gray, chrome, gold, brass. All this comes under neutral color scheme. So by using only the neutral colors, you can also design an interior. So that scheme is called neutral color scheme. So if you notice, we had the picture which has been presented. Okay, next is fad. Some designers, based on the room decor popular theme, instead of prescribing the color scheme, it should be only be used to if it reflects the personality and preference of the client. So fad is also a color scheme where it depends upon the client, or it depends upon the person who is willing to make the interior designing. For example, customization of the room. If he love the nation, then he will customize his room in that particular way. If he love fishing, he customize in different way. If he love sports, then he customize in a different way. So that thing is called fad. So in this thing, you only required to design a room as per the guest preference. So there is no individual color scheme which has been used in the color scheme called fad. So next, I hope this is the end of color schemes. Now we are going there. While you are designing a room, the interior accessories were not being considered. For examples, magazines in that room, books in that room, painting in that room will not be considered while you are designing a room. If you have a flower vase over there, if you had a pet, or if you had a cushion over there, or if you had a books over there, if you had any decorative items over there, they are not been considered in choosing a color scheme. So you should be consider only that thing, like what is the color, how we need to use the color, and how efficient it look, and how expressive and how beautiful it look before choosing a color scheme. And all the other things like books, magazines, pens, plates, all other things were not been considered while choosing a color scheme. Okay, but in interior designing every aspect will come, but only choosing color scheme, then you should not consider paintings, books, Budweisers, or flower vases and other things in that particular room, which are very minor. Okay, next part of this class is warm colors, cool colors, and dark colors. Warm colors are, if you notice the color wheel, half part of the colors will be of warm colors, from red to yellow and green. These are called warm colors. They usually also include neutral black and brown tones. So neutral black and brown tones is like they also have the colors of mixture of white and black in that hue. So brown with a mixture of white and black is a warm color. Okay, so half part of the circle is warm colors, especially good in rooms of northern exposure, means it warm colors will be suited in northern hemisphere. So next part is cool colors. So if half of the part is of warm colors, the other part is of cool colors. So these colors usually comes from green to red violet. Okay, green to red violet is cool colors. So if anybody interested in warm and cool colors, you can comment me below, so I'll be explaining in detail. Okay, next is dark and light colors. Dark colors is called advance, light colors is called recede. When a room is painted with pastel light colors or neutral colors, it seems bigger. The color retreats or appear to move away from you. So when a room is painted with dark color, then the room will compressed, or it appears smaller than its own size. So it's only a visual impact, or impact on your eyes and your vision, that the light color area will be appeared darker and dark color area will be appear smaller. Okay, light color area is called recede and it appears big, either than dark color is called advance, it appear small, but the room size will not be changed forever. Okay, next thing you need to know is how the color schemes were being chosen. So color schemes look best when one color dominates. Your dominant color should cover about 2/3 of the room area and equally split between dominant and subordinate colors is less pleasing. Evaluate the parts of that room that cannot be changed, then consider colors choice that will be complement existing furniture. Based on your color scheme on the exposure of the room, choose warm colors for northern exposure and cool colors for southern exposure. Choose lighter colors for small rooms, darker colors for large rooms. Choose colors you like. You choose colors that complement a particular fabric, wall, work of art, etc. Consider the psychology and physiology effects of color. So while you are choosing a color scheme should be one color dominant and it has some other subordinate colors, but the dominant color should be more and subordinate colors should be less and pleasing. So it have an appeal, it have an expressive nature. So next thing, while you are considering a color scheme, evaluate the parts of the room which cannot be movable or which is fixed. So as per according to the uh, parts of that room, you can design a color scheme. So that will be very much used to consider a color scheme. Based on the color scheme, choose warm colors if it is a northern exposure, or cool colors if it is southern exposure. Northern and southern exposure means as per according to the sun rays in the room or the light in the room. So according to that, you need to choose the warm or light colors. Choose lighter colors for small rooms, because if you use small lighter colors in small room, it appears big. If you use dark colors in a large room, it appears small. So the appeal will be good to your eyes. So it should also be that choose particular fabric, wallpaper and work of art accordingly to the color scheme. So it will be very good while be placed on the particular room. And also consider psychology and physiological effects of a color. Now we see some psychological colors of a psychological parts of a color. So how each color will be affected, that we will go ahead, like psychological physiological effects of individual color and psychological effects. First we are going to see the physiological effects of an individual color. Color creates a powerful psychology and physiological effects. Psychological effects are sensed in the mind. Physiological effects are actually cause a change in the body. So it is important to note that people may react differently to same color based on their previous experience or learned behavior. Research studies have shown that color effects on eye perception of weight and size. Dark and bright colors seems heavier than light and cool colors. However, it is interesting that the opposite effect is true in fashion designing. Dark colors tends to slim that figure, whereas light colors were usually thought to make one to look heavier. We already said light colors will appear in big, in vast area, where dark colors will appear in small area. So that is a physiological effect. Color affects a person's perception of temperature. Studies have indicated that body temperature actually fluctuates in response to various colors. For example, red, orange and yellow can raise one's temperature. Cool colors have opposite reaction. Colors causes feelings for boredom and calmness, or simultaneous stimulation and liveliness. Colors may cause the nervous system to become aggregated and the body reacts in a negative way to the stimuli. And the colors can affect one's reaction to sound, taste, odor and taste perception. Colors can improve the rate of recovery from sick patients. So what are the colors psychological effects? So physiological effects, it has various things. It can affect our temperature, it can affect our eyes, it can affect our mood, it can affect our boredom, and it can affect our taste, sound and perception of how the person is looking at it. And it has various other effects where it can be recovered, where it can be cool down a person, where it can be hesitate a person. So these are the physiological effects of a individual color. Now we see the psychological effects of individual color, where each color has its own psychological effects. So psychological association with colors: gray means elegance, humility, respect, reverence, stability, subtlety, timelessness, wisdom or boredom. Decay, discrepite, dullness, dust, pollution, urban squalp. So these are the psychological association with the color gray. Now we see white: reverence, purity, snow, peace, innocence, cleanness, simplicity, security, humility, marriage, sterility, winter or coldness, sterility again, surrender, cowardice, fearfulness, winter, unimaginative. Okay. Now we see black: modernity, power, sophisticated, formality, elegance, wealth, mystery, style or evil, death, fear, anonymity, anger, sadness, remorse, mourning, unhappiness, mystery. If you see with red, passion, strength, energy, fire, love, sex, excitement, speed, heat, leadership, masculinity, power, danger, fire, guideline, guidance, blood, war, anger, revolution, radicalism, aggression, and stop. Blue, seas, skis, peace, unity, harmony, tranquility, calmness, coolness, confidence, water, ice, loyalty, conservatism, dependability, cleanliness, technology, winter or depression, coldness, idealism, obscenity, ice, and tackleness, winter. Green, nature, spring, fertility, youth, environment, wealth, money, good luck, vigor, generosity, go, grass, or aggression, inexperience, envy, misfortune, jealousy, money, illness. Greed. If you see with yellow, sunlight, joy, happiness, optimism, idealism, wealth, summer, hope, air, coldness, illness, and hazard, dishonesty, and acquire fiction, weakness. Violet is like sensuality, spirituality, creative, wealth, royalty, nobility, ceremony, mystery, wisdom, enlightenment, or arrogance, flamboyance, guidance, mourning, foreign, aggregation. Orange is example of Buddhism, energy, balance, heat, fire, enthusiasm, flamboyance, playfulness or aggregation, arrogance, guidance, over emotion, warning, danger, fire. Brown is example for calm, depth, natural organism, nature, richness, rusticism, stability, tradition, boorishness, dirt, dullness, filthy, heaviness, poverty, and roughness. So these are the psychological effects of various colors as discussed, and this is the end of the slideshow. And I also been presenting a task of monochromatic color scheme by your name. If you want interested in completing this process, so I'll be giving you the sample page to have a project. You can take this picture and you can go ahead with any color or any color scheme whatever you want, and how the psychological association of the colors, the blanket of the horse race, so what all these effects, so we already said in the psychology of the colors, so you can go ahead with other things. Okay, thank you. This is the end of the video. For more videos, like,